Right, what is up? Thank you for checking out my review today. My name is Wes, and we just got done playing A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead. We just finished less than 10 minutes ago, and I feel like the best time to do reviews is right when everything's fresh in the brain, ready to go. So, there might be some spoilers, but I'll try and keep it remotely spoiler free until the end when we're talking about it. But just know that this is not a full spoiler free review. There will be I will talk about the game story, and all that type of stuff. If you don't want to watch it, I completely understand. I will give you a quick summary. The review's not great. So if you want to know why, continue to watch. If you don't and you want to stay spoiler free, I completely understand. Thanks for clicking on the video. Come check it out after you're done playing yourself and let me know if you agree or disagree with me. All right, so jumping into this, we've done this review many times. I rate these games off of 11 different criteria out of a score out of 10 on each one, and then we get the average, and that's the score for the game. So, first things first, graphics and visual. The quality of the game's graphics, including art style, realism, animation quality, and overall visual appeal. This game didn't do awful in this category, but it definitely wasn't anything to write home about, especially in today's day and age in visuals. I felt like the monsters, and I ran this on the highest settings possible. I just felt like the monsters weren't as scary as they should have been, and they didn't look as just menacing. Plus, there was lots of browns and beiges, and really nothing really popped as far as the art and the visuals. It definitely wasn't a strong point in the game, but it didn't do it awful. We're going to give it a 6.5. Gameplay and mechanics, how smooth and intuitive the controls are, the complexity and depth of gameplay systems, and the overall enjoyment of playing the game. This has got to be one of the lowest scores that I'm going to give this. And I'll explain why, right? Is all of the different gameplay mechanics were very repetitive. And it's like, how many times do I have to prove to you that I can open up a door quietly? Like, I mean, we opened probably 40 doors in this game, 50 doors, and each one you have to slowly pull it, slowly close it, and like, it's just not enjoyable, right? And it really is, and it's so unenjoyable. Like, I start every game out on hard. I play hard because I think that's more enjoyable. Giggity pause. I play games on hard because I think that it's more enjoyable because you get you have to be good. You have to learn the game quick and be good at it. I couldn't with this game. I got about halfway through and I was like, dude, this is so fucking unfun and boring on hard that I dropped it down to normal. And I still was like, you know what? I just really want to get through the game. So I dropped it down to easy just to make it even quicker. They try to introduce different mechanics all the way up until the last like 30 minutes of the game with some gas mask, which really it was just a way to make it a timer, which I guess is creative in their own sense instead of putting up a 30-second timer or a 3-minute timer or whatever it was. So I get it, but every single mechanic in the game was boring, and the biggest mechanic is just walking and knowing when you need to like, if you just crouch and go slow the whole game, that's pretty much how you beat it. And you just have to, like, you're basically playing against your own patience, and it's just not enjoyable. I'm gonna give that a 5. Story and narrative, this was probably I guess the funnest part of the game. Or not most fun, but the most enjoyable part of the game. But it was very predictable. Like, so you find out early on, spoilers again, you find out early on that your character's pregnant with the main guy in the game, and you guys were childhood friends, and your families knew each other, and your mom died, and then later on your boyfriend, husband, whoever, he dies sacrificing himself to save you and the kid, and you're pregnant, like save you and the baby. And then the mom of your boyfriend goes crazy locks you in a room and then ends up killing your dad later on. And like, I felt like it was all just over the top drama and trauma storytelling to overwhelm your emotions so you don't realize how dog shit the game is. That's kind of how I took it. And like classic redemption arc, the mom sacrifices herself to save you at the end, I guess. Kinda. So it really there was just no depth. I didn't give a shit about any of the characters. Even like our main character, like she just there wasn't a lot to her. She was just pregnant and had asthma. Like they didn't flush her out that much. Like I don't know. I just there was just nothing there, and the story that they did tell was just trauma drama so that you could be like, damn, this is sad and super emotional, and then it would hold you over because you'd think about that. It would hold you over through the shitty gameplay until the next trauma drop. So it just, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was probably the best part of the game, but it was still weak. Audio and sound design, it did this well because the game is based on audio. One of the cool settings that it has is you actually turn on your mic into the video game, and then any noise in your like that goes through your mic can trigger the boss, or excuse me, trigger the monsters. But I don't think it worked great, or my threshold. This could be a user error, so I'm not gonna like review that aspect negatively because it could have been me, but it just didn't really work out that well. I did really like the noise that the monsters made. Like they were creepy noises, and the audio, like it definitely lets you know when you stepped on something wrong. But overall, it just, it was kind of like the graphics and visuals. It wasn't anything that write home about. Replay value? Absolutely not. There's no world where I would go back and play this game to just play it on a harder difficulty. There's no sense that it wouldn't happen. There's no way. It's not a good enough game for replay in my eyes. Difficulty and balance. I don't know. On hard mode, it was very unfun and very difficult because you have to watch every single little thing you step on. Otherwise, it will trigger the boss. And I think I made it through almost halfway, or maybe a third of the way through on hard before I realized that this is just dumb and not even fun. It On the flip side, when I put it on easy, there was just no struggle. So maybe if I played the game on normal all the way through, it would have felt fine. But I don't know. I guess it does okay balancing it, but it's not. I don't know. World design and exploration. I didn't feel like I could explore absolutely anything in the game. The world design was kind of cool. I don't know where we were supposed to be. Somewhere on the East Coast, I believe. But really nothing great here. I didn't feel like blown away. Performance and technical stability, how well the game runs technically, including factors such as frame rate, loading times, optimization across different platforms. It didn't run great. It didn't run like awful either, but like there was lots of loading screens, I guess, but I mean that's because I died a bunch on hard. I had some frame rate issues early on, but adjust a few settings. I mean, it played like how it should have. I mean, I'm not gonna ding that against it, but I don't know. Community and multiplayer, there is none. There's no multiplayer, I mean. Innovation, originality, the extent in which the game introduces fresh ideas, innovative gameplay mechanics, or unique twists on existing genres contributes to its overall creativity and distinctiveness. No. I mean, there's already games that were doing the microphone thing. It just happened to be the first time that I've done it, which is fine, right? Like, there was nothing about this game that felt innovative. Like, I Outlast 2 shits on this game over and over with a lot of its mechanics, and they're very similar. The door mechanic is in every single horror game where you have to be quiet. The walking around slowly is in Outlast 2 and Outlast 1, I believe. Like, there's nothing new to this game that was like, wow, you're really doing it. It really just kind of seemed like a money grab in my eyes. So we're going to give that a 6. And then for one single playthrough, like on halfway through hard and the rest on easy, was 7.7 hours. For $40, that means 20 minutes per dollar. I don't know, not great. I wouldn't spend more than $14.99 on this game if I were to do it again. There's just no way. So we're going to give that a 5. So overall, we are, let's see what our rating is. We got 6.5 plus 5 plus 7, 6.5, 4.4, 4.5, 6, 5, 7, 6, and 5 divided by 10. We are giving this pupper a 5.8 out of 10. Doo-doo. Water ass game. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy playing it. I feel like I've heard from people who watched me stream it that it was fun to watch, which could be the case. But physically actually playing it and trying to go through it, not great. Don't recommend. Wouldn't purchase it. I'm surprised the Steam reviews are so high on this game because I do not see the appeal. But I digress. I'm one person. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If you disagree, please nicely explain why you disagree, because I am very curious on why people do enjoy the game. If you agree with me, cool. Like, I understand why. Thank you guys so much for watching the review. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.